Hey you guys, it's me Laura. I'm a homeschooling mom of 3 kids, ages 6, 10, and 13, and as you can tell, I am sick. We are all sick right now, but it is super close to launch date for the beta testers for the Ticket to Learning curriculum. I've been trying to chronicle this journey along the way, but it's been a little difficult because it's mostly just video of me working on the computer, which isn't that intriguing. But we're getting closer to launch, and I think that there's going to be more stuff to share. So I thought I would try again. I am really not sure I'm going to get everything done. The great thing about beta testing is that it is beta testing, so everything doesn't have to be perfect. I really do want to have all the lessons done and ready to go though. So I'm going to have to work really hard to make that happen. This weekend we got an interim website launched, which it doesn't look super great, but that has to be launched so that all the QR codes work on all of the stuff, all the QR codes everywhere. That is all of the stuff that I have left to prep for the boxes that are going to go out. So there's recipe cards in there I need to cut and a few instruction sheets I need to fold. So over here I have all of these bins are things that are ready to go in the boxes. I have the boxes folded, ready to go, some tape there, and so that's kind of where we're at right now. So at this point I have all of the lessons written and I am moving them into the InDesign file, and I'm going through and generating a QR link for each lesson and making sure that there's a tiny URL there, or like a short, easy to type in URL so people can get to the links easily. And I am also going through all of the consumables that go with each activity, making sure those are completely done and any QR codes on those are working. And I'm organizing the files so that when I give all of this to my designer, she can put it all in the right order. So that is what I'm really working on right now. And then as I finish 3 lessons at a time, I'm going through and doing language arts pages for those. So that is really what I'm doing right now. Sorry I look so rough, you guys, but I also spent some time today looking at printers. We realized that we're going to need to upgrade our printer before we do public launch. So we looked at that, and we also looked at some paper cutters. This is why doing a beta run is so nice, because it's a much smaller amount and we can catch these problems before we have ridiculous amounts of orders. So that's really good. And yeah, that's pretty much what I'm working on today. It's nothing super exciting. My desk is completely a mess, but that's just all part of the process. So sometimes I have activities like this, so it's looking at how a wood stove works. So this is something that would be fascinating to my son, but the question is, do I put that in history or do I put it in science? I think I'm going to put it in science because it's kind of the technology of how it works. But some of these things are really hard to decide which subject to put them under. I just want to show you guys before it gets too dark, but this is the view out my window today. All right, guys, I'm pretty bummed. It is only 5:41. All right, so I'm going to clean up the mess that she just knocked over, and then I will be right back and tell you what I was going to tell you. She is so bad about knocking stuff over. The other day, she jumped on my desk, pulled everything off the desk with her, fell back, knocked all the boxes down that are stacked over here, and then she got scared and jumped up and knocked all of those down. So there's nothing in them, so they're pretty light, but she is something else, aren't ya? So anyway, clearly, as you can see, I'm just not feeling well, and I'm really struggling with focusing. I'm frustrated because had I been feeling well, I could have just knocked out a ton more this weekend. But I'm only human, right? So I am going to take my sticky notes from last week with all the things that I needed to remember and get done and set my goals for this week. I just use good old sticky notes and keep them on the bottom of my computer, and that works for me. So I'm going to get my sticky notes set up for the week, and then I think I'm going to go get some rest. I usually like to clean my office on Sunday before I leave, but I'm just going to call it, leave it like it is, and the mess will be here for me to clean up tomorrow or whenever I'm feeling up to it. I have a feeling homeschool's probably not going to be full force tomorrow, as I have some kiddos feeling about like I am right now. So I'm going to wrap up, and I will get back in touch with you guys maybe tomorrow, if not the next day. Good morning, you guys. It is Wednesday morning. I'm still sick, but through the worst of it, I haven't been able to work a whole lot. I mean, I've been doing what I can, but I was really sick a couple days there. Yesterday, I came in the office. It's still a mess. I have not cleaned it up. I will get to that. But I was able to work on getting a couple lessons lined up, and just have been trying to, whenever I feel good a little bit, get some work done. We haven't been doing homeschool because I'm sick, the kids are sick, and I can't talk a lot without coughing a bunch. So today, like I said, I'm starting to feel a little bit better. So since I can't do a ton of homeschool anyway, I'm going to try to crank out as much work as I can. I'm not going to worry about cleaning up yet. I'm going to wait till I feel a little better for that. And I'm also not packing up boxes because I don't really want to mess with that stuff while I'm sick. So yeah, that's what I'm working on today. It is Thursday. I know I have on the same sweater as yesterday, but I have showered, and it is Thursday. Continuing to feel better, still sick. I can't talk a lot without coughing. I am editing a lot of that coughing out right now, but I have just been taking advantage of the rest time to really crank out as much work as I can. I still haven't cleaned up in my office or been packing things really, but I have been working on more lessons, and I'll show you what I've mostly been working on today. So this is the main resource that has taken up my time today. It is the herb guide to go with The Light Comes to Shadow Mountain. And basically it kind of explains what these different herbal preparations are. Most of them are mentioned in the book. And then we have 13 herbs that are mentioned in the book that we kind of, my designer laid all of this out. She did a beautiful job. And then I'm going in and talking about the usable parts and what some of the common uses are of the plant, and labeling the parts of the images that she put in, showing where it grows. And then for each one, I'm listing my source where people can go find more information. And then for every herb, there is a video that explains more about it. So I'm setting up those QR codes and tiny URLs. And then each herb has a fun fact. So this is a pretty time-consuming project, but it's also something I'm really, really excited about. So I started this today, and I'm on chamomile right now. I'm just looking for a video resource for this. I'm going to have echinacea, lamb's quarters, and mallow root left, and that is it. Oh, getting so close. So this has taken about half of the day. And the other half of the day I spent finishing up lesson 7, I think. So yeah, it's certainly going slower than I would like, but I'm definitely making progress, and I'm just going to keep chugging away. Hey you guys, it is Friday, December 15th, and I'm feeling a little better. I still sound awful. I still don't look great, but I plan to get a full weekend of work, and I'm working on one of the answer keys for one of the math worksheets for lesson 9. Other than that, I have finished pretty well up through lesson 9 at this point. I've decided I'm not worrying about the language guide. That might actually come out a little bit late, but I do have the first 3 weeks of that done. That came out in the sample, and I feel like those people don't need to plan quite as much for, because it's the same kind of sheets over and over again. So my hope is to get those out as soon as I can, but they may not make launch. So I'm prioritizing getting everything done for the adventure guide getting as many of the consumables as we can done. At this point, there's a few consumables that still take quite a bit of work, and so we're putting those on the back burner, and if they don't get out for beta, they don't get out for beta. It's just hard because we're having to kind of put some stuff through the chopping block, but at the same time just pushing through, and it feels really good. So I'm going to show you real quick what I am working on because it's kind of fun. So I just did the first page of this, so this is more extra practice with long division, and we've got the color of the columns here because a lot of times when kids are doing long division, it's really hard to keep track of all the numbers and where they go. So this is hopefully going to help. But right now I'm making the answer guide for this. So the first step in making the answer key is actually solving the problem. So that is what I am going to do now. Once I have my problems all done, I am going to come into Canva. I'm working in Canva right now, and I've made a template. I'm going to make an image that shows this part of the work, and this I'll add in with InDesign, but I'm going to use my template and get all of these numbers in there. Then I'm going to come in and put this in my InDesign document and get it all lined up. Now I'm going to go do this again for the other ones. It's not lined up exactly perfectly, but this is an answer key. I think it's fine, and I really don't know a lot of what I'm doing in InDesign, but I need to get these in. The last thing I have to do, my goodness, with this problem is I need to put my actual answer in. So I'm going to do that here. There we go. So now I'm going to go finish doing that for these problems, and then my challenge problems as well. Hey guys, it is Saturday, December 16, and I am feeling like a human again. I actually have clothes on, real clothes. I just took a shower. I got up a little bit early this morning, and I've gotten some work done already. I was gonna clean first thing, but I'm really on a roll with what I'm doing, so I'm going to get that done. If nothing else, tomorrow at the end of the day is usually when I tidy everything up completely, so I can definitely do it by then. It has just been a little bit of a different week for sure. So today I am working on lesson 12. So I'm getting all of that into InDesign, and at this point I think I'm getting to the point where when I was writing, we were starting to figure out really what was going on. So it should move a lot quicker from this point forward. I don't think I have any other large resources, like from the consumables, that have any big pieces for me to continue to write or put together. I think I've gotten past all of that, So I think at this point it should move quickly. I have until the 23rd is when I'm going to try to have this to my designer so that she can make sure that it's all lined up and looking good, and get everything in order and get all of the PDFs and everything done. Obviously, I haven't done much on the boxes this week. I don't know if I'm going to wait to pack those at this point until after I have this off to the designer, because I do have everything that I need. It's just a matter of putting them in the boxes at this point. So there's nothing I need to wait for in the mail or anything like that. So I don't know. Me being sick really threw off my week, but I'm gonna get in there today and get to work, see what I can get done, and I'll let you guys know how it's going. This is where she's wanting to be right now. So I'm trying to get my work done with one hand, but it's better than her sitting in front of the monitor and batting at my mouse, which is what she normally does. So yeah, it's a little studio cat, her little office cat. Like this is her favorite spot, where she really likes to be. And she'll watch my mouse. Sometimes she tries to get it. Hey, don't scratch up my screen, okay? Yeah, you're a mess. That is my little office kitty. All right, y'all. It is the moment we have been waiting for. It is Sunday, December 17, 7:27 p.m. And I am printing the draft of the entire adventure guide, which I'm so excited. It's 22 lessons. I counted over 180 activities. Super exciting. I'm going to run through this in print one more time and make any other edits before I send it off to my designer to kind of tweak the design and make sure it all looks good. I gotta get the boxes packed this week, and yeah, it's coming together. I have just a few more worksheets that I'm waiting on from the designer, but those are falling into place, and you guys, it's coming together. I'm so excited. But right now, what I'm going to do is what I have needed to do for a really long time, and that is clean my office. Yes, I'm in my PJs. Today I'm getting it done work mode, and I did not get dressed. But I'm going to take a celebratory bath tonight, and I'm just very excited. So I'm going to clean and get myself set up for next week. And yes, I'm excited. Alright guys, well, that is it for this week. I have to admit I was a little nervous starting the week off, but it turned out to be pretty productive. So I'm kind of switching gears for this coming week. I'm going to focus a little bit more on my family and still kind of plug away and see where we can go next week, but that is where we're at. So as you can see, my office is still not great. I look forward to getting these boxes out and then completely cleaning out my whole office, but it's much better than it was. And with that, I will talk to you guys later. I hope you have a great day. Bye.